right. That was really weird. The camera just shut off randomly. Maybe it did it overheat or something? I don't think so. It's not hot or anything. That was really weird. It just shut off by itself. My camera just shut off by itself. But anyway, maybe something. Maybe GoPro might be having a little trouble there, man. Anyway, so yeah, so rinseless wash from DIY Detail is going to be my go-to from now on for cleaning my car. But for everything else, I mean, not saying that DIY Detail isn't capable of those things. It is capable. It is that I wanted to focus on the cleaning aspect of things while I still have the gallon of O&R. I mean, I'm not going to just let this gallon of O&R go to waste or anything like that, just sitting there in the garage. Besides smelling pretty, I'm still going to use it. So I'm definitely still going to use it for all those things I said, especially with the water softening thing, and all that in between. So even when maybe as a drying aid at some point, I don't know, there is still a place for O&R for sure. Probably still use it for that kind of like that quick window cleaning, glass cleaning. 256 to 1, I believe. I think any more than that, it will leave streaks on the window. I think I could be wrong, but yeah, I still have some in here, stuff like that. I mean, works great in those sort of places. I can just use it for like the door jamb stuff, just like that spot cleaning. You know what I mean? So O&R still has a place for right now. But after that, when it comes to buying a gallon of just another rinseless, I do want to try out Absolute. Like I get a 32 ounce bottle of Absolute from PNS. Try that out, and probably be even slicker, right? So maybe that'll be my go-to for that as well. And I'll just have like that little bottle of O&R just for that smell and some certain applications, So that is essentially my thoughts on that alone. So for the rinseless washing, that's just kind of like my 2 cents on that. I just, really thought about that. But yeah, I gotta really give it to DIY Details rinseless wash. Again, they did a good job, really good job at that. I am, again, a believer, and rinseless wash, I'll gladly buy another gallon of this stuff at some time in the future. And of course, at some point, I would love to get myself a gallon of Incredible Suds because I really like that stuff too. It's just something about it, it's just really fun to use with that. It foams great, cleans great, slicks on the paint very well. For the main washing type of stuff, DIY Detail is my go-to. Everything else, I'm not so sure. Maybe I'll also get the water spot remover. Maybe I'll get their quick beads just to try it out. Maybe that might be my go-to as well. But my only issue is like the pricing on the shipping. But then again, Amazon kind of does the same thing, except kind of disguise it with their pricing. But it's just convenient for Amazon, right? Having Amazon is just so convenient. Hopefully by the time I get around to buying those gallons, they have their spot. Oh, the washing machine's done. By that time, hopefully they'll have their spot at Amazon selling their stuff there, because I think they've been trying to work on that over the years. So I think at some point they will start selling stuff in the future. So on to the next thing I wanted to share or whatever, just like thoughts and whatever in this journal. I did, yes, start using the multicam setup, and doing it on Final Cut is really simple actually. You just have to like match up the clips that you want, and then you do the multicam thing. You can go look it up on how to do it really, but it's really easy, at least for me anyway. I've done it before for like other people's videos, and it worked fantastically. I did a video for like gameplay video involving like 4 people, and I was able to like sync up all the audio and all that stuff, just like that in Final Cut, and just going back and forth, which between each perspective and angle, very easy, you know. So I'm gonna definitely keep doing the multicam setup. It's very convenient. I don't have to like keep, you know, trying to block all the license plates on my family's cars and anything like that. I just use the other cam to like kind of divert away from that, and then help, you know, like just make things easier. You get to see my car. You know, it makes sense, right? It just makes a lot of sense in a lot of areas. So, but yeah, I forgot to mention though, you know, with all that rinseless talk and stuff like that, to finish off while I was drying, I reapplied some Flex Wax from Turtle Wax. I love Turtle Wax as well. Turtle Wax and DIY Detail is kind of like my spirit animals now. Well, DIY Detail maybe my newest. Turtle Wax has sort of always been there for me. I really like their stuff, even, you know, even during the heyday, right? Like when they were pretty old on some of those things. You know, I had the super hard shell wax. I think I still have it somewhere in my shelf. I think I showed you guys before. If not, I'm afraid I've already thrown it away at some point. But I do still have the rubbing compound, so there's that. Help me out in those sort of areas. In spot treatment. But anyway, I love Turtle Wax's ceramic spray coating. I like their graphene Flex Wax. The hybrid solutions thing, the pro stuff, very cool. I do want to try out their shampoo at some point. You know, the pure slick and slide one. I forget what it was called. Really, it's in that black bottle. Pretty fun looking. I do want to try it out at some point. So that's going to be pretty interesting to try to pick up in the future if I get around to it. I use that. I use the Flex Wax in conjunction with rinseless washing, so it's kind of like almost like a drying aid plus, because it is leaving behind protection, and with that definitely restored my water beading capabilities on the Corolla. So that's pretty cool. You know, I even have like a little demonstration on the video and everything, and hopefully I'll not forget to do that or to add that in there. So all that washing went great. My car is clean again. It's got some protection on there again, you know, just to make sure I do have it there, because it was sheeting while I was putting on I was doing the soap and everything. That might have been just the soapy residue being there, so it does affect the water beading capabilities. So that's why you want to like dry it and then test your hydrophobics after that. Not just like, oh, you know, my, you know, hydrophobic stuff is coming off or stopped working when you haven't even washed the car. Because the minerals, the dirt and everything do inhibit that. That's why you want to wash the car, get the soapy residue off, dry it, and then test it there. That's the time to test your hydrophobic capabilities, whether you need to add more protection or not. So in other sort of news, I did manage to finally swap in some new resins. So, oops, my box cutter fell down, but you can kind of see like the water sort of like fogging up because I did put in more resin, but I was very close to getting 0 TDS or ppm on my TDS meter, but there was a bit of a gap once again because I learned that you have to really pack in the resin before you put it back into the system. So that's what I've learned from having to deal with you know, with this deionizer system. You have to really pack it in, and I was kind of explaining why, you know, we weren't getting that in the first time from the get-go, because one, the resin that comes with this system, you know, this system right here, it comes with that awful resin. It was bad. It wasn't packed tightly enough. There wasn't just enough resin in there to circumvent or prevent, excuse me, the what do you call, the gap, right? You don't want the gap to happen because that will leak through, all that, some of that water. So that's why your ppm go a little higher. And so because of that, we were so close to getting that 0 ppm that we want. But hopefully by the time I test it around again, we will get something very close to 0 ppm. Anything close to that, I'll be happy with that. I'll be a happy dude and move on from there. But that being said, I think from what I have, I am probably not gonna buy the bags of resin anymore. I'm just gonna buy the cartridges that are already filled with the resin, because if I calculated it, or I did calculate it, and the value is about the same, except that I can cut the time on trying to pack all the resin in there. It was messy. I spilled some resin on the floor and all that in the process. I mean, I still was able to pack it in for both resin, but doing so was like a pain in the butt. And all this like resin was on the floor. It was messy. I had to like vacuum in after. There was just a bunch of resin particles on like my driveway, and then the area with the holes and everything. It's just messy to deal with. So I just realized that buying the cartridges, the pre-filled cartridges, is just very similar to cost, and it's going to save me on time, and that's the valuable part, time, right? So that's my excuse on just buying just the cartridges now from now on, instead of buying the the resin bags. Now if you buy a lot of it, then sure, you'll start to save some money there. But if I'm just gonna fill up 2 of these cartridges, I'm not gonna be saving money and time. Even if I do save like a couple, like $1 or something, I value time. So the convenience and time is definitely there. So buying the pre-filled stuff, that's going to be my goal too from that point on, if I'm still going to use this system anyway. There may be a point where I may stop using this just because of the cost, how much I have to do it often, because while each cartridge is like it comes off to like $16 a pop, you do have to spend $50 just to get it, because it comes in a 3-pack. I could buy it individually, but that costs me $20 a pop if I'm going to buy these individually. Whereas if I buy the $50 pack or whatever, the 3-pack, divide that by $50, right? Because that's the total cost or whatever, or 53 or whatever, depending on the time you're buying them. That's going to come off to about $16 or $17 a pop. And yes, even if I'm paying that extra dollar in comparison to like buying the 2 bags or whatever, I'm just going to save on time, because again, filling up these, having to fill it up, having experience doing all the resin packing and like everything was a pain in the butt. So that time could be saved and be used for something else. That's why I hate to like really ramble on about it. I am going to be just doing the pre-filled cartridge stuff. At least in this situation anyway. If I did have like 6 cartridges to fill up at once, then I guess I'll buy the bag. But Jesus, that's going to be such a pain in the butt. So I just I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'll save money there, because a big bag of it costs $70, and I'll fill up like for sure 6 cartridges. But buying a 6-pack of pre-filled stuff, that's gonna run me $100. Yeah, I'm saving $30, but man, packing all that stuff in is gonna me a pain in the butt. But for right now, 2, it's not gonna help anyway. So, not to mention, once you open that bag, all that leftover resin, it's gonna expire at some point. So I'm gonna be losing money there, right? So that's why, I'm just gonna buy the pre-filled stuff, because it's already there. They all come in the vacuum pack anyway. So even if I have the 1 filter left over, it's still vacuum packed. So I can save that for the next time I want to, change out one of the cartridges or whatever. So that's my rambling on the cartridge part. That's really all I have to say about that. So, but that being said, because we got some resin, we were able to change out the resin and all that stuff. I was able to finally get to use this. So you see there's some water in there. This is I would say spot reduced water. This is like 20 ppm water. So pretty close to being spot free rinse water. I can just fill it up, fill up whatever. I could fill up my IK sprayer. I can fill up all my other sprayers. I can fill up whatever with this water. I don't have to like go out just to fill up something, right? Go out in the cold, go to my garden hose and fill it up there. I can just come in here, stay in the garage, in the warmth of my garage or whatever. I can still stay inside and get some water here. So that's how I'm gonna be doing it. I'm definitely gonna use the deionizer for filling up this bucket here, or this jug right here, and it'll definitely be like very convenient for this sort of specific use for it. How often I'm gonna actually use the deionizer for, let's say, like actually using the pressure washer rinse off, then I don't know. That's a hard question to ask because that resin is gonna die pretty quickly if I actually use it just for the the final rinse or whatever. Whereas if I just use it for this, right, I can be a little more conservative with the water. You know what I mean? So I'm probably gonna just use it for that, and then even if and then I kind of like hinted before, way back in the other journals, that I wasn't really going to use it to solely rinse off my car in the final rinse. I was just gonna use it for something to produce my solutions with. Because having spot reduced water to make your solutions is going to be very helpful, because if you just use straight tap water with your solutions, that's going to be a problem as well, right? So instead of using the DI water to do the final rinse off, I can still use my pressure washer to rinse off stuff, and then immediately spray my car with, rinseless wash, because rinseless wash acts like a water softener, right? Just like with O&R or any rinseless wash, including DIY details, rinseless wash acts like a water softener. So I'll just use that as not only a water softener, or just to prevent any possible, hopefully, water spotting on the car. I can use that as a drying aid as well. So there's so much more convenience than meets the eye when it comes to rinseless wash. Rinseless wash is so just revolutionary, man. That's why I was like just mind blown when I first found out about that stuff. And let me actually use this time to grab myself some water as well. Kind of funny. Anyway, so rinseless wash, so there's so much application to it. It's crazy. It's so crazy of how much use you can get out of just rinseless wash. You can use it to wash your car, but you can also use it as a drying aid. You can also use it as a water softener. You can also use it for your steamer. You can also use it just for your house, right? Your windows, your fabrics. The list goes on. It's just so crazy. Man, I wish I found out about this stuff years ago. I would have been on top of my car washing when I still had that Lexus, man. It was a dark car and everything. I wanted to just be able to get some like satisfying results with that, So I just, man, car washing was so hard for me back in the day, just because of how much of like a pain in the ass was with like you know, the old what do you call the wax on, wax off process. That was a pain in the butt, especially with like pearl wax, paste waxes, and all. Every paste wax was a pain in the ass for me, you know. But everything about the new stuff, you know, just spray wax and ceramic coating and ceramic seal spray coating and spray waxes, all that stuff nowadays, so easy, and they last long too. It's like, it's crazy. It's crazy of how technology has come far with this car washing stuff, man. Sorry if I'm like very passionate about this stuff, but well, so it's just who I am. I get very passionate about this stuff. Technology, engineering, chemical stuff, well, car washing, right? That's all those things. And you know, video games, movies, all that stuff. I get fired up about that, you know, at some points. But man, I just love this stuff, man. This is stuff like this is why I got back into car washing, because of stuff like the Turtle Wax ceramic spray coating, rinseless wash, all that stuff, man. The one-step compound polish, man. That itself is also pretty fucking insane. I even got myself over there an actual DA polisher too, because I'm like super inspired to one day polish my own car. I polished my mom's car right here, just the hood, and left a nice shine to it too, at that in one step, right? Because I compounded and I polished this motherfucking car, right, or this motherfucking hood right here, man. You know, definitely left it very shiny for sure. You can definitely see that right there. Still, it's garage, so it is what it is. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, I got pretty fired up about, you know, this whole stuff, and we haven't even got to the other sections of this video. So sorry about that. Let me go ahead and move all this stuff out of the way, especially with this IK foam sprayer. I'm gonna continue using this as well, though. This is so good. I may actually, in fact, get myself another one of these with the tire pump, because I love it so much, and I might actually use this as my main goal too, especially once my pressure washer goes out. But that'll depend on how long these last too. Although this is technically serviceable, unlike my the Karcher pressure washer right here, unfortunately. Now that being said, I might pick myself up a Ryobi just to have like that rinse off thing, right? Just to be able to rinse off the car. But I think even then, is that really necessary? I'm not sure. Well, anyway. All that being said, I have products to show you guys, and this is a segment of the product haul, right? Now, don't worry about the cherry foam making an appearance right there. It all makes sense once my other videos come out. Anyway, so the product haul for this time around in this journal, I do have 4 products to go show off here for you guys. So first off, let's go ahead with this. This is the actual first-party accessory from Ego. This is pretty neat, I must say. This is their own handheld blower short tube attachment from Ego themselves. And this is probably going to be very helpful for the blowing of like my car. Like I use it to blow off the wheel and stuff like that of any water, right? And then hold on, I'm like falling. Anyway, let's go ahead and open this up. Ooh, so the tip of the tube is covered in silicone. So even if I somehow bang this on against the car, it won't like immediately like damage or paint or anything like that. So pretty cool. This is, and again, this is officially from Ego themselves. So Ego has their own short stubby nose now because of how successful the stubby nose, the makers of the stubby nose stuff for not only the Ego, but like the other blowers have been doing. Ego was just like, huh, why don't we just make our own? You know? Yeah, in that exact voice. So let me go ahead and grab my my blower. Oh wow, it's actually pretty tight over there. Let me go the other way around. All right, so normally this is how I've been using the Ego for my car, just the no long tube at times, you know, so just for that control. But now we can just attach this instead. So let's just go ahead and see. Wow, look at that. Looks pretty cool, right? And then, well, I'm not gonna turn it on right now, but yeah, pretty good stuff. Yeah, it does look pretty good actually. And now I don't have to worry about, you know, the possibility of scratching my car, because this, you know, oh, trying to take it off is a little bit of a, okay. You know, having that in your car, not very comfortable, so to say. Not comforting. So, oh, here we go. There we go. This is much more, yeah, fashionable than, you know, having the actual nose of the blower kind of like close to your car. You know what I mean? So, and who knows? It may actually blow off the water off of my car a little better. But because my car isn't ceramic coated, it won't exactly do the thing that you see on YouTube videos. So I'm not gonna use it to exclusively dry my car off, so to say. I'll just use it for like the crevices, all the little spacing, and my wheels. My wheels definitely will be blown away by this thing now more than ever, because I have the actual stubby nose for it now. So looks pretty cool, I must say. All right, so up next we do have some clothes. So, you know, having to wash my car, making content for it, you know, getting back into the whole car detailing rabbit hole, and then even deeper, right, than ever. I thought, you know, I thought to myself, I did get the hoodie for it very recently. I showed off my hoodie that I got just for car washing because it's water resistant. It's actually meant for fishing, which is kind of perfect because it'll keep me warm enough during like the windy days. It's not as cold with it, and then not to, you know, on top of that, first and foremost, it's waterproof or water resistant. So the water was like beating off the thing like nothing. Like it was pretty cool looking when it was in action. So I did give myself some pants to gonna go along with that. These are like I guess tactical pants. So let's see what that looks like here. It comes with a belt, so that's pretty nice. But let's just take it out. Be careful with the bag because we don't want to lose the bag. We'll put it back immediately. So I want to keep this a little clean. But yeah, these are perfect for like hiking, by the river or whatever, camping, all that stuff, outdoorsy stuff. That sort of situation. But funny enough, I'm just gonna use this for, you know, not camping. I'm gonna use it for car washing exclusively for right now. But hey, I mean, you know, if I were to suddenly go camping with my friends or whatever, I have definitely the clothes for it. You know, looks pretty nice. Feels all right so far. It kind of feels like a combination of a windbreaker and some sort of stretchy material. So that's kind of cool. It's like a stretchy, almost like a stretchy windbreaker almost. So that's pretty neat. What's the material on it? I think it was like spandex or something. Oh yeah, so mostly nylon, some spandex. So I think the spandex is for like the stretching, but the rest of the clothes is nylon. So pretty neat. So I will definitely be keeping that under wraps, literally, until my next car wash, which will probably be likely 2 weeks from now, or a week from now, I should say. So So just first impressions, seems pretty neat, but I do have to actually wear the thing in order for me to come up with the actual verdict. So we'll see. More on the clothes and fashion, quote unquote. I got these for car washing as well, exclusively. It's basically waterproof shoes. I think they're like actually mainly for like the kitchen or something like that. I mean, I guess according to this. Let's see what that says here. It says men, non-slip work sneakers, water resistant, food service, Spanish, and walking shoes, waterproof shoes, slip-on. So kind of funny wording there. You know how it goes on Amazon. They kind of tend to just spell out everything in the title. Let's go ahead and open these just to see. Oh man, it kind of takes me back with this like clear back or heel. Kind of like those like fancy basketball shoes from like the 90s or whatever. So like those like Air Jordans or, oh man, the new shoes smell. Woo, man, I haven't smelled that in years. But yeah, look pretty cool. I like the dark blue. Kind of goes with my blue hoodie. That's, you know, the waterproof hoodie. So yeah, let's go ahead and try and wear these just to test it out. I've been wearing these shoes, which is just also like walking or running shoes, but they're not water resistant. So there are times where you ever get that feeling of just wet shoes is God, very uncomfortable. So hopefully these will alleviate that feeling. Okay. Yeah, these are about like I think they're 10.5. This should be 10.5, and it feels pretty perfect. All I had to do is now just tighten it with the lace, and we're pretty good to go. Pretty comfortable right off the bat. Let me wear both of them so I can get the feel of it. So, oh boy. Okay, so we got the filling out of there. We put that on, just slip it in there. Okay. Oh wow, there's a lot of support on the heel. It feels like I'm wearing a high heel or something. There's a lot of support on the heel. Yeah, I'll definitely wear these for like the house, right? Like chores or like outdoor chores or something like that. But man, they look pretty cool while doing it. You know, especially water related stuff. So not bad at all. They do feel pretty nifty. That's a word to describe it. That's pretty funny. But yeah, they're navy blue, kind of fades to the black, or yeah, again, it's supposed to like kind of go along with my blue hoodie. So I'll have that nice dark blue sort of color scheme when I'm washing my car, So I'll put that away for right now. We'll put the other shoes back on for right now. Oh man, it is definitely a different fit for sure. I mean, that's because of course I haven't tied my shoe yet, so it'll definitely feel a lot better once I do that. And I'll do that off screen or whatever. But anyways, let's unwrap the last thing for the day, which is oh, look at that, waterproof gloves. They're supposed to be like meant for like winter, but there are going to be times where I am going to be detailing in like December or something. So, which happened last December. Yes, it did. So let me put this on, and yeah, they feel all right. They do come with this like finger that lets you control your phone, kind of like you can actually touch the phone, your touch screen. So that's pretty cool. They put that thought into it, It even has like a little power thing. That's funny. So it is what it is. Yeah, it's from it has 3M stuff in it. It's not actually a 3M glove or anything like that, but they feel good. I don't know if they're actually waterproof. I don't have any water to test it, but it says they're waterproof, so you know, and they have like the insulation in it, so that's pretty neat. I mean, I could spill some of my water in there, or my drinking water. Where'd it go? All right, so I'm going to actually willing to test my put my drinking water on the line. Well, the question is, where should I spill it? Um, um, washing machine? No. Let's go over here where no one really steps in the area. So let me just go ahead and see. Whoa! Yeah, it is waterproof or water resistant. Yeah, some of the water is actually sitting on there, but that's kind of cool. So maybe in that area, let me see. Okay. It is water resistant, not waterproof. But pretty cool. Hey. I wear these for car washing, especially during the winter. So we're still kind of in the winter, so I'll probably try these out at some point in the upcoming car wash, because there are times where the nitro gloves do work, but not exactly the kind of wear I do want to have. Especially when it's like involving with like dipping my hand into the wash bucket, that is a little rough, but that's why these gloves I feel would feel a little better dipping my hand into a bucket full of water and whatever. So that's why went ahead and bought these. Now I'll probably not wear these during the summer, but I don't know. It'll depend on like how the conditions are, I guess. So, you know what? We can also, we've gone through the trouble of testing my glove. Let's go ahead and test the my shoe. I have the shoe on my hand, yes. So I'm weird like that. Whoa! Waterproof shoe. In action. Oh God. I almost got on my non-waterproof shoe. Oh man, like I said, I don't like having wet shoe. Woo! Look at that. That's pretty cool. All right, that's enough. All right. That's pretty cool. I will take that for sure. So already these products are winning me over. I'll try to leave in the description below for this video. I'm like trying to build up the list of all the products I use and the links for them. There are Amazon affiliates for the most part. Maybe some of them will not be, but yeah, most of them will be Amazon affiliate links. Something for you guys to see and potentially help me out for this channel anyway. So, alrighty, so that's all the major stuff I have. The shoe is great so far anyway. With the water resistance alone, the gloves are also pretty good. They're water resistant, and they have some water on it still, but better than nothing, I guess. But also I'll test the waterproofing on the pants another time or whatever when I'm actually washing the car. I've already tested the hoodie. That was super water resistant for sure. Right off the bat. Although I will say the sleeve did still soak up some water, so that's a terrible feeling as well for me. I don't like having the cuffs soak up water. That's like that kind of feeling with like wet socks and wet shoes and wet feet. That type of feeling. Not for it, man. Not for it. But yeah. Pretty happy with my products overall. I will definitely be using them the next time I do my car wash. The next car wash will definitely just be the Rinseless with the Rinseless wash. Again, that's going to be my go-to. It is what it is, man. I'm sorry, ONR, but yeah, why it takes it. I feel like I shouldn't even need to do a comparison video for the rinseless washes. I already feel that this cleans better. It foams, you know, just it's the hybrid. It's a hybrid, man, and it covers the best of both worlds. It's got foaming capabilities. It's a rinseless wash, so you can just wipe it off, dry it off, just like that. Great drying aid, all that stuff. I'm sure it's got great uses for all the other stuff. So on and so forth. So this is the one to go to, in my opinion, when it comes to rinseless washing. So DIY detail rinseless wash, I'm a big believer. I have to say that again because I just love it so much, including, of course, along with the incredible suds. You know, I'm a big fan now of DIY detail. So, you know, I want to join the club. So, you know, that's just my 2 cents on that anyway. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be using that as well to continue to use it for my rinseless washing. Now, when it comes to, you know, foam washing though, I'll definitely be using this as a water softener for the bucket stuff, and then the DI water for some rinsing and stuff like that. But you know, I may, you know, just try it out just to see how long the beads or the resin beads last in there. But I imagine it won't last too long, you know, as I'm I'm afraid to say. But we'll try it out. You know, we'll go through all the trials and errors and all that stuff. But I'm just happy now that the resin stuff is out of the way. I'm like done with it. And I'm just gonna, and you know, I've lessons learned there. I'm not gonna do the resin packing anymore. It's such a pain in the butt. I did it. I can do it. It's just, oh man, you know, I'm not saving any more money, that much more money, but the time is wasted. That's just, okay, I'm not gonna go into that again. So anyways, that's all I got for this video. Thank you very much for this journal, for tuning in for this journal of car detailing for February 12th. And we're gonna be continuing on this journey of car detailing far into the future. I will be eventually ceramic coating on all that stuff. I have considered it. I will give it a try. Go all the phases and all that stuff. But that'll be for summer. Other future plans, I'm so tempted to get one more of these just to be like, hey, you can also use incredible suds with it. You know what I mean? I want to use it on my car and see, man. I want to see I want to see that. I want to see that with my own 2 eyes. So I may be spending another $100 just to get this, and then, you know, go from there. But you know what I mean? Like, cause yeah, despite having the whatchamacall, you know, the pressure washer, you know, all that stuff. I mean, the pressure washer is gonna go someday. That's the inevitable, man. You know, and I'm just like seeing if that's even proficient or not. I don't know, because am I just better off using a garden hose to rinse off stuff and then just like immediately, you know, just using the rinseless wash to just, you know, get the stuff off, soften the water on the car and everything, and it's a drying aid, so it's like might as well, right? And then, you know, just go on with the IK sprayers from now on. And unlike pressure washers, you can maintain this stuff. You can actually service it technically, because you can buy the O-rings for it. You can clean it out. You know, buy parts for it. You know, whereas the pressure washer like that, for example, the Karcher, you can't really do anything like that. So you can't take it apart, can't service it. You know, you can't even fix it yourself. That sucks. So that of itself is a big turn off. But I may eventually get another pressure washer at some point as well. Once the Karcher goes out, I may just give myself a Ryobi, you know, because I'm not that big of a detailer and all that. All right, so my battery is going to be running low eventually. I'm going to stop talking. More future plans in the future. I'll save it for another video. So let's leave it at that. If you have any comments or questions or whatever it is, if you want to spill your thoughts about car washing. You know, deal with me. I'll be more than happy to check it out in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe for more stuff like this. I'm really into car detailing along with gaming and all that stuff for anyone new here. So yeah, I'm just a passionate dude. I like to talk about stuff. That's just me, you know. I even bought a fucking GoPro this year just for this stuff. You know what I mean? It's a GoPro 9, but rented, but whatever. I'm doing it for this because I'm just that into it right now. All-time high kind of thing. Alrighty. Well, thank you very much and hope to see you all in the next video. Sean out.